I'm a Pontiac guy at heart. My dad kind of always had a spark for cool cars or muscle cars and just kind of instilled that car culture in me, and then I was kind of taught to be a Pontiac guy. I'm Josh Sullivan. I'm a product manager at Speedway Motors, and this is my '67 Pontiac Firebird. This car kind of found me as a girl I had dated for quite a while and became close with her family. Her dad was a car guy, and so we always kind of just hung out and talked cars whenever I was home with them. This was his pride and joy that he had restored, I think maybe mid-90s. He took it apart to try and do an LS swap. Then he ended up passing, unfortunately, and the family contacted me that they knew that I loved the car and would take good care of it. Everything from here forward was not with the car, so the interior was out of the car, the wiring harness was in the trunk. Everything from the firewall forward was off the car, and so I just kind of went around their little farm and gathered up all the pieces, and over a course of a weekend I got it bolted together enough to be on a trailer. I was never a convertible guy, but now that I've had a convertible, I get it. If you have several cars, a convertible should definitely be one of them. Once it gets 70 degrees and the sun starts going down, you know, just go out for a rip for 30 minutes and just enjoy the weather. My favorite part of the car is the hood. It's just got an aggressive look from the front end. I think they really hit out of the park, because I think if you park this next to a '67 Camaro, I would 10 times out of 10 choose the Firebird. The engine in it now is a Pontiac 350. I've been super happy with it. When I got the car and started looking up the numbers on it, I'm like, okay, cool. This has got 400 plaques on the hood and it's got the right 400 grills in it and stuff. So I was pretty excited that it had, I thought maybe this is even the original engine for it and everything. And then I immediately dropped as soon as I ran all the numbers on. I'm like, okay. I had an old 400 block I've got at the machine shop right now getting bored. Then I got some heads sitting over here in the corner that are off of a '68 GTO. Probably build that engine over winter here. The part of the restoration that I was part of was very gratifying, and the passion that the previous owner had for it is something that his family cares a lot about, and they were very excited to see photos of it back together because they had seen it torn apart for the last 7 or 8 years, and they knew how much their dad cared about it. I'm not a master mechanic by any sense of the word, but the satisfaction of having it together the right way and logicking your way through steps and things to get things working the way they should. There's a pretty big sense of satisfaction to say that that's something that you put together, that you helped figure out. When I'm driving this car, I feel just the satisfaction of having something that I wrenched on for 5 or 6 months come to fruition and actually be an enjoyable car that people can hop in. I can throw the keys to a buddy and not worry about, watch this gauge, watch that gauge. And it's just good to finally have a good payoff.